season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Watson now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Detroit. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
11, the Packers now with a first and 10 at their own 15. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Love going to give this one to Jones. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he fires one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the option, it's Jones. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Julian Okwara make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They've got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw now, here's Love. And he comes back with one complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if they've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because
shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Love. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And Gordon's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Love looking to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Love. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. The kick by Crosby is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. 2
yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Packers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Lions touchdown. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there out of the running game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To pass, here's Jordan Love. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one. So they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Second and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
From the gun, here's Watson. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Watson.
He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Eluding the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Levi Onwuzurike able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Love. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 1st and 10, Watson.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking down. Open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
28, Packers 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
From the 30 on second down, Love. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Love from the gun on third down. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first down, Watson. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 31, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get it.
And this is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. That's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon.
And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Seibert on for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action. Ready for the looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Love, they go play action now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love now.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Here's Swift.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Seibert able to knock this one through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Ofitu Melifonwu.
And he will bring it back. Reception return for a Lions touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Lions 45, Packers 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, now really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 1st down, going to the air with Love. Flushed out right. A check down here to Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guy.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. He hits Adams complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
desperation time here. Love on fourth down. Flush to his right. And it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a really unbelievable play there on fourth and long. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Jones again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Love, this is third and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Swift. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now it's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Love's throw there complete to Rodgers. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.